What was an activity that was unique, that maybe isn't normal or talked about a lot, that was a piece of activity that you did back in your early years in this business to get in front of people? Hey, welcome back to the CA Power Player Podcast. I'm your host, Cody Askins. My buddy from South Texas, man. His business is blowing up, and I'm excited for this interview specifically. He's also speaking live at 8% this year, which I'm freaking jacked about. Please welcome back to the channel from Tovar Financial Group, Gabe Tovar.
Hey, what's up, Cody? It's nice seeing you. Always good spending some time with you. I know we had some great time in Tampa, Dominican Republic, so it's been nice.
Dude, we've been together a lot, man. We need to just move in, man. I'm just moving in. Okay, Gabe, I'm headed down, man. I'm packing up my stuff. Yeah, we have been together a lot, man. You're right. It was, Tampa, Dominican for power players, which was awesome. How about that last night? That was a blast.
It was great. It was so much fun.
Oh, man, dude. That's one question I want to ask. Like, and you've answered it before in different ways, but most people don't. Like, there's a lot of agents and agency owners that are going to listen to this, and they're like, dude, I want to keep learning from Gabe. And today we're really going to talk about like growth in every area, business side, operations, understanding business, like growing outside of just like being the person that, you know, has to produce all the revenue entirely without any help, right? However, before we get there, there's a lot of agents and agencies that they're wondering how to get to the next level, right? They're wondering how to scale, how to grow, how to become a better person, how to reach their more potential, right? How to improve. And I feel like power players is kind of a shortcut, if you will, a little bit for something like that. And that's a mastermind that we do for agency owners to hang out and learn from one another. How vital, you've been in it almost 2 years, how vital has being a member of Power Players been for you and your business and your brand?
For me, it's been everything. It's been, like you said, the stepping stone, the shortcut to get there faster. Obviously, what we're learning in Power Players is just we're surrounded by people at a high level, and everybody's willing to help each other out. Everybody gives each other advice or tips, and it's allowed me to put in action so many things I've learned from our peers. So Power Players has been amazing for myself.
Dude, thanks, brother. It's been amazing having you a part of it too. Speaking of shortcuts, man, to like really start to grow something, what are some other shortcuts that you've learned these last few years, or that you've learned years ago, or you learned recently that you do or you've implemented that maybe others don't know about yet, but they've been big for you?
What's worked for me is just start trusting people at a higher level, putting myself in the room, trusting the people that are at this high level and seeing if I can connect with them. You know, it's always about culture. It's always about, are we a right fit? There's not a right or wrong way of doing it. It's just allow myself to be coachable and then just implement it. And so I think in the last 2 years, that's what I've been able to do. And really, we've grown quite a bit because of that.
Dude, you guys have grown a ton. Yeah, it's been awesome to see. But also, like, you've got this huge heart. You care about people. You're really good with people. You're easy to trust quickly just because of who you are as a person. And your vision, I feel like your vision has like just expanded so much, man. Like, you think about your business now when you were rolling in your Panamera to the office. You think about your business differently today than you ever have, and it's not even close. But I kind of want to speak to that because I think that's really important, that agents, like, they think, dude, Gabe, if I can just make $42,000 a year and replace my Chick-fil-A income, then, like, dude, I'll be set for life.
Yeah. It's the vision has to change. I mean, obviously I ran my business for 20 years with no agents, just really based all of my production. But it changed quite a bit recently when I realized that, you know, it's not about just helping clients, it's about helping agents now get to a level that I never dreamed of being. And it's just, you know, one, you start enjoying it more when you see agents, you know, reach their potential, or not their potential, but get over that hump they never got over. You know, a lot of agents, as we know, are struggling. They don't have mentors, they don't have systems. And for the longest time, I didn't have that. So I feel that that's a shortcut I can give a lot of new agents or struggling agents that, hey, let me show you what worked for me and what didn't work for me.
Yeah.
And let me put some time into these agents. And that's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm focusing on now.
Totally. You're having fun doing it. You're rocking an amazing looking sport coat today as I'm freezing in Springfield and I threw on a hoodie today. Okay. What city are you in today? I know you bounce around a little bit.
Today I'm in Austin. So Austin is not my headquarters. Weslaco, Texas, down south is pretty much where most of my staff, most of my agents, most of my clientele. But I grew up here in Austin, and I'm back in the Austin area. So today I'm in my Austin office. I jump around quite a bit.
That's you do. That's right. You do, man. What's you talked about how you're enjoying this, also about how a lot has had to change and a lot has changed since you got out of just personal production, solopreneur, entrepreneur, building it. What is, for those that maybe can't comprehend everything that is different, what is different now that you have team members, you have agents, like your day is different?
Totally. I can go a whole week without even sitting with one client now. Obviously, there's no more production. I rarely do any production. I have to block out my calendar a little bit more detailed and really be disciplined on my calendar. What it is now is, how do I help my agents? How do I work with my staff a little bit more? How do we, become more efficient? How do we introduce new concepts? How do we introduce new systems, processes? And as you know, we're going through monster changes pretty soon. And, we're excited about everything. Transmit that to all the agencies that I work with. And that's where my time goes, and helping everybody out. And yes, every now and then I will sit with a client. But right now it's just a different transition that's very new to me. So it's very different.
You also probably get a lot more done in a day than you ever used to. Not only because you have help, but you're probably just more efficient. You have to be, when you get busier and you grow a lot, like you have to get really good with your time. You can't, it's easy to just like sit around, walk around, show up, waste time, not really work a full day. My dad's always said, and you and my father work a lot together. My dad's always said, like, you want to have a great career. You have a great day today, a great day tomorrow, great day the next day. You have enough great days, you have a great career. You've seemed like someone that is efficient, organized, accomplishes a lot, tries to pack a lot into a calendar, while also not neglecting clients and team members and agents all at the same time. How do you manage all that? What's that look like?
It's taking a lot of work, taking a lot of discipline, but I think that one, I had to break things up. Like when I talk to my staff, when I talk to my agents, when I talk to certain clients that I need to talk to. But definitely that is our focus. That's why when I was a producer, the numbers were through the roofs, because what I believe in is efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Be extremely efficient. That way you don't waste so much time. So that's what I expect from our staff. That's what I expect from our agents. And it's just trying to teach them that it does work. There is, and I think Coach Bird, once we're talking, it's about, if you can simplify a process and speed it up, then that equals to monetary value, and that's it. So, that's what I'm still working on. Just trying to get more efficient. So we're so excited about what's to come, because obviously we're going to have better systems, better process, and it's just going to just boost ourselves, our production.
Yeah. Speaking of production and being a producer, as you mentioned, if there was one thing that you could say to a struggling agent right now, that's like more than just like, don't give up, but like an action, something they can do, something used to do, something that could help them immediately go make some money if they're in a funk.
It's get back to basics. I started as a captive agent. I think a lot of people bypass being captive, or sometimes they try to see it as a negative thing. Being captive has some rewards. It really teaches you how to go, you're forced to do certain things. And when I went into some slumps, I remember I got away from all the basics, all the simple stuff. And if we're talking about life insurance, it's just talking to anybody about life insurance.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's so easy to talk to anybody about health insurance, life insurance, retirement. But I think it's just activity. Most agents don't have enough activity. And if they're not tracking what they're doing, it's hard to, whenever I see an agent doesn't have much production, it's well, how many appointments do you have? If you don't have enough appointments, then you didn't have enough activity.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I would say in simple terms, just get back to basics, know what really an agent should be doing to get activity going.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, a lot of it is a lack of money comes from a lack of sales. Lack of sales comes from a lack of appointments, and a lack of appointments comes from a lack of activity. And then you put it all together, and it's a recipe for being a part of the 92% and not ending up like Gabe Tovar. Yeah. What was an activity that was unique, that maybe isn't normal or talked about a lot, that was a piece of activity that you did back in your early years in this business to get in front of people?
Oh, wow. I mean, again, I've been doing this for a long, long time. So I was never much a lead guy. So I was more of a on hands. I did a lot of door knocking.
Mm.
I had a system down whenever I needed it. When I knew I needed sales, I knew where to hit a neighborhood. I knew how many doors to knock, how many people to come out. So I knew my numbers. So it's the same thing whether you're making phone calls or door knocking or you're calling leads. It's just the numbers game. So that always worked for me. I mean, I haven't done door knocking in maybe 8-9 years, but it is what it is,
Yeah. Were you knocking businesses or houses or what?
Houses.
Yeah. Wow.
Always individual houses.
What were you looking for when you were door knocking houses? Like, obviously you weren't going to like the richest neighborhoods in town. Like, what were you looking for?
So I would always say middle income, a little lower income, because they truly need, most did not have insurance. So of course you're trying to solve something for them and show them the need. But most of the time, I love finding people that already have insurance, because most of the time it's how it was explained to them what product they have. And at the same time, I would tell everybody, I can save you about 40% or get you the benefit that you really wanted. Because a lot of people wouldn't buy what they want because it was so expensive, because the company that was showing it was
good point.
pricey.
It's a really good point. Yeah. I love that you said that too. Like, they already have insurance. Like, I so believe in that. I agree with that. Agents are like so scared to talk to people about insurance, or if they get a lead and somebody's already got insurance, I'm like, dude, they freaking believe in it. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah. I always say that's why there's a little question at the bottom. Are you replacing this business? Yes or no? Yes, all day, if I can better their situation, which is most of the time.
Totally. Yeah, exactly. And when you're independent, you're doing what you're doing, and you have all the carriers like you do with Tovar Financial Group. Yes, exactly. Dude, this has been good, man. I love hanging out with you. I could do this for hours. Like, you always share something specific, and there was a bunch today, but like something specific that somebody can actually physically go use, which is awesome. It's cool. It's cool. Dude, if they want to learn more from you, talk to you, hooked up with the team, check out the office, whatever, what should they do? Where should we send them? Where should they go?
Send them to my website, Tovar Financial Group. They can always message me on Facebook under Tovar Financial or Gabriel Tovar. And, I did also want to mention something that we were talking about earlier.
Please.
There's a major market that's being untapped right now, which is the Hispanic market. And now that I'm back in Austin, it's like, wow, it's just a huge area. I know there's agents also lost. So we have agents that are lost with so much support out there.
Yeah.
We don't, there's not a lot in the Spanish market. So that's one thing I'm also tailoring to, a lot of agents that speak Spanish and how to help them out. So
that's awesome.
There's just so much in this industry, but super excited on where we're at, where we're parking our business. And of course, just love everything that we're doing these last 2 years.
Dude, I love what you're doing as well. I appreciate you sharing that. You're right. It is extremely underserved market that more need to get involved and help with. And I appreciate you getting back on and sharing. Love doing stuff with you. Good buddy of mine. Love playing golf with you. Gabe Tovar, Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you, Cody.
Dude, thank you, buddy.
We'll see you Monday.
That's right. See you next week. Thank you guys for listening to Power Player Podcast. We will see you on the next episode. Adios. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're going to love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there. Special guest today. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this. I got a couple special things for you today as well. From Woodland Hills, California, with Gaspar Insurance Services and a brand new book literally launching right now. Please welcome